people outside of work, some people I would never see outside of work normally, and I'll see them at work regular. And when I see them outside of work, it's just they're entirely different. Because when they're at work, it's like even at Wendy's, this shit niggas was like some niggas would just want to be there and do their job. And you see them outside of work having a great time, be like, damn, I never seen that nigga smile once, you know. And he all dressed different. Cause like when we in Wendy's, is a whole different environment of professionalism. But this is Wendy's we talking about. Even then, I'm just saying it's different, bro. You see a nigga outside of work, you should be not a different person outside of work, but you should be more comfortable as who you are as a person. You feel me? The YouTube cool teachers are ruining children. What do you mean? Okay, you got that fits on. Flies at. Right, googly moogly. I would love for this woman to be my teacher when I was a little nigga. What? I was a little pervert as a kid. I'm a pervert now, but I realize there can be legal repercussions for me being a. I'm playing. I'm not. I like big booty, bodacious women shaking in my face, popping pussy, bro. I'm not even going. You know, let's get into the video. I ain't gonna lie, yeah, these new teachers looking good, boy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know how some of these little niggas can focus, bro. I'd be like, God, bro, none of my teachers look like this, bro. None of my teachers. I mean, I had young teachers. They was like the student teachers look something like this, but not like bada bang, bada boom, bada bow. You feel me? Like, you know?
Are we not getting tired of the professional people being unprofessional? There's been this growing trend going around, especially with the content creation, social media, TikTokification era that we do live in now, where everybody wants to share every single aspect of their lives. Okay. And because the mundane...
They got the Jeffrey Dahmer glasses on with the fucking Wizard War Dog shoot.
And the boring don't necessarily make it to the FYP pages for everybody to see.
I ain't gonna lie. Low and this nigga Omeezy Omar hairline is fucking cooked, my nigga. Like, the side part, they got nothing to do with the video, bro. My dad has the U in the middle of his head, and I still got my hairline. I'm 22. My shit is still sturdy. But my greatest fear is watching that shit get pushed back like the Sahara Desert, bro. Like, bro, that shit gonna be terrifying me. And these niggas already getting pushed back, bro.
Want to live it up. They want to make it be as big as possible, even to the extent of doing things that are unprofessional. And while this video might stem from the teacher claiming to be the cool teacher, which in and of itself, I don't even understand why that's something that people would strive to be. That's a little oxymoronic. But while this video might stem from the cool teacher comments, unprofessionalism has been bleeding into professional environments for a long time.
Now, Omeezy, you know, learn about him. He makes a lot of great videos and has a lot of great points. And like he's right most of the time with his critiques and things of that nature, but he's such a hall monitor ass nigga. yo, he's such a hall monitor ass nigga, bro. Oh my god, like it's supposed to be the way he's saying it though. Like, he's objectively right most of the time, but sometimes you just let a nigga have fun. God damn, bro. Not me. I'm not saying that right now, but like, I'm just saying this nigga's such a hall monitor, bro.
Now we're losing the
you guys are like the class.
Recipes. It's the reason why I had to put on my Sunday's best in order to show people that yes, you can still wear a tie and look good. If I do say so myself, look a little handsome. I may hand you some.
A lot of teachers have a tendency to get upset with what the students consider the cool teachers. As a person that I guess you can say that students would consider like, oh, I want to be in this class. It's like, you can't be mad at that teacher for being who they are. You're holding bitterness against the wrong thing. And if you're a cool teacher, you get it. Not that we want to be cool, is that the students make you a pillar of resources, emotional stability, whatever feels like home. The students themselves make you that.
Now, I'm going to put on my old head hat for a second. I grew up in an era where there was a clear distinction between authority figures and your friends. The authority figures weren't striving to be cool. They were authority figures. They were well-respected. They were sought to as people who had a voice and respected opinion, and they were intelligent, etc., etc. Now, I think a common misconception in this conversation is that these teachers now have to conform to whatever respectability politics that are laid out.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. quick little side note, another tangent from out the video. All these kids, like these teachers that be fucking these kids, right? Crazy tangent. Just like I just saw like a lady was fucking this 15-year-old boy. Only thing I'm thinking, when I was 15, I would have loved if one of my pretty teachers touched me inappropriately. That's just me personally, bro. I don't know why that nigga snitching. And first of all, the little nigga, the only reason why they got caught is because the little nigga forgot to call his mom and they got worried, so they found her with him, but like butt ass naked in the midst of it, right? Nigga, if my teacher gave me some twat, boy, what? The only thing I'm telling is my homie Janelle. Hey, probably Albert and Toby. But like, yo, I want niggas to understand shit. Shit would be said. You know what I'm saying? But it's wrong. Don't be fucking your students, teachers. But like, as a boy, I would love if one of my pretty teachers touched me.
Out by some bigger, wider, vaster system that has control over, you know, minorities and that are putting down people. And I'm saying no to that. Like, I don't think that dreads make you less of a person to listen to. Like, that doesn't make you less intelligent because maybe you have a different hair color or you have an ear piercing or something like that. I don't think that that's what that is. The problem becomes when you believe that all these norms that are in place just serve no purpose at all and we should just let them all go. Why is it not strange that a teacher is striving to be the cool teacher around a bunch of teenagers? And the way that he's going about doing that is not by being a great listening ear, not by being understanding, not by doing a bunch of different...
Yeah, so like, yeah, you at your big age, you just want to impress all these little niggas. Yeah, that is some dick riding ass shit. I understand that. Right. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If I was a teacher, bro, I could not give a fuck what these little niggas was talking about. Some teachers, I ain't gonna lie, I would like to know the tea a little bit. If the tea is a little spicy and like the little nigga drama, bro, then I'm like, oh, okay. I would want to know a little bit. But it get to a point I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get home, go to work, get home. Please don't talk to me, little niggas. Yo. Cause I already know what type of nigga I am, bro. I'll be trying to get to know the kids. We build up a great relationship. Then after a while, I'm like, all right, y'all, stop talking to me.
Math problems and meeting them where they are. But no, he's depicting that based off of how he dresses, at least in the video shown online.
Now he fly as hell, so a nigga can't get fly.
I know people aren't gonna want to hear this, but there are certain professions in which you have to be professional through and through, from tip to toe, top to bottom. I don't want to see my teacher from my kid doing some sort of TikTok dance in the damn classroom, especially when I know what these test scores are in America. Like, I just don't want to see that. And it seems like every time we have this conversation, people feel as if we're putting people down, but the reality is these teachers enjoy the attention from their students more than anything, and that right there is weird.
Let's just keep it real and admit that some teachers enjoy attention from students. I'm a teacher. I've been a teacher for a long time, almost 10 years. And one thing that I noticed really quick was when I would wear fitted clothing, kids noticed. They noticed. I remember one year, kids accused me all year of having a BBL. After that year, I decided, you know what? I'm not wearing tight clothes to school anymore because that's not the kind of attention that I want at school. But there's a time and a place.
That's smart. Yeah. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be like, yeah, that's like, it's like, she probably grown as hell. Like, if y'all don't stop asking me these dumbass questions, what the fuck? You're like, yo, like, I get it. But like, y'all are 15, 14 asking if my grown ass, my 37-year-old ass, if I got fucking a BBL. Leave me alone, bro.
It's for everything, right? Like, wearing those tight clothes, those tight skirts, low-cut clothes, not for school. The big part of being a teacher is just modeling how to navigate the world.
Being a good example. Yeah, that is good because you gotta teach.
Modeling how to dress appropriately.
We've all been in these situations before. Students getting specialized treatment from the cool teacher, teachers wanting to fit in by knowing the songs and the dances, or watching the television shows that the kids are watching, listening to the music, trying to be a part of the in crowd. Those people have not mentally passed where they are when they were in those same classrooms, sitting in those same desks. They're not getting attention from somewhere else, so they're gonna get it from people who are forced to spend 8 hours a day with them. Looking at the teacher in the beginning, there are pictures of him showing his midriff off. There's even outfits where he's like showing that he has a grill in his mouth. Like, why does nobody think that that is like not okay? And before I get the crowd of
I I don't really give a fuck about the grills, but the midriff, yeah. If kids got to be appropriate in school, you got to be appropriate around the children. I agree with that.
People in the comments that are saying, yo, if I had a teacher who dressed this way, I would pay more attention. I would respect my teacher more. I'd be more willing to learn. That's cap. We just need to full stop and not say that. There's studies out there that talk about how looks, being attractive or unattractive, can have effects on whether students are paying attention to a teacher or not.
So if you chop your kids, the kids are paying so much attention, but if you're pretty, you be like, womp, womp, womp.
And there's also studies that show that, hey, dressing a certain way, dressing more professionally, proceeds to then give students a higher value. Like, they view you just better in the grand scheme of things. I know that sounds crazy, but
majority of my teachers been big. Only it's been like a bunch. It's been pretty teachers, but they haven't been. All the prettiest teachers I've ever seen has been like Spanish, French. All the teachers that do like languages, bro. Or like some of the art teachers too. Some of the art teachers was bad too. Shout out to the ladies right there. And extremely handsome too.
we are programmed a certain way. To me, one of the reasons why I want to stop this and nip this in the bud is because when that slope starts to get slippery, it starts to slide in left, right, sideways, all the way downhill. When I was young, there were boundaries set with the people that were considered professionals in my life, whether it be teachers, doctors, attorneys, or whoever the case may be. But nowadays, when I scroll social media, I see things like teachers getting their hair braided with...
Nah, this nigga was wildin'. And did he post it? Like, I ain't gonna lie, think about this situation. Hair braiding is such an intimate activity that this nigga, this is crazy. I seen this. I don't think he was wrong, but you don't need your hair braided to get I'm sorry, you don't need to get your hair braided by a bunch of little girls, bro. Maybe by your little sister, or if you pay a girl to do it, bro. But like, this is insane. This is definitely insane, bro. Cause every time either the two people that do my hair is like a random miscellaneous woman I'm gonna pay for some penis, or a woman I'm related to, bro. So, and that's my family. So, yeah.
Their students in class during class time, which is insane and out of pocket and totally inappropriate. And then I also see these teachers doing these long, lengthy handshakes, hugging their students, etc., etc. Now, I would hope that a lot of people agree with me that the teacher getting his hair undone by the students is
crazy,
weird as hell.
Yeah,
like,
crazy.
He's claiming that it makes a deeper connection with his students. What more deeper of a connection do you need than to just, give them their assignments? I don't know, make sure that they're passing their classes. But even as I extend over to the woman that is doing the handshakes, one of the main problems that I have is that we're showing the kids' faces now. We're not even like blurring the kids' faces. You've got your social media presence out there so much that you're showing what seems to be like little kids' faces on the internet. When are the professionals gonna be professional? And it only makes it worse because we've enabled this behavior for so long that it allows people to become ultra defensive when somebody tries to correct them for their actions.
During this time.
Okay.
Hey, Bessie. I really hope that you see this message. How are you? I hope that you're okay. Our class misses you so much, and we really want you to know that we love you and we miss you so much and can't wait for you to come back.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's that same teacher who was having the kids undo his hair. He got suspended, and this is how he responds, in the freakiest, nastiest way possible. I don't think people really realize this, but you spend a lot of your formative years in a classroom. Teachers ultimately become role models. I know that people talk about your households and your family and stuff like that having a major influence on you, but think about it. A professional person in a professional setting, the first time that you usually see those is potentially the doctor when you're like a kid or whatever the case may be, but then also a teacher in the classroom. They are role models to the world. And if they aren't upholding those standards, well, then it makes sense how we can then go into life not understanding, there should be some standard for how I don't know, go do an interview.
So I just got dress coded during an interview. And then they decided to reschedule the interview with me for tomorrow. But before they rescheduled, the lady was like, would you like to come back? Like, go change it and come back? And I was like, no. These are the shorts. Let me turn to the side for y'all. These are the shorts.
I feel like, cardigan, I would have, what do girls wear doing interviews? Which she probably should have just worn a dress or something,
This young woman is flabbergasted at the fact that she got flagged for dress code. I mean, you have on shorts to an interview. And
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck? Wouldn't you wear a dress like I would put on a polo or like some slacks or something?
I don't even want to say that it's your fault. You weren't taught. While you were in school, you probably had the cool teacher who was wearing basketball shorts and a t-shirt and being unprofessional to the students and the whole environment as a whole. So you think that this is normal. When you get into a professional setting, this is what you're supposed to do. But I'm here to tell you, hey, no, that's not it. But every action doesn't just happen as a one-off. People become unprofessional because the standards weren't set and met at the beginning of their lives, right? The teachers dress a certain way, they pass the interview looking a certain way, and then they come into the office dressed for a professional corporate job, getting off their office siren fits.
Wait, what?
How to dress like an office siren. First,
Nah, this is
start with a
crazy. No, they're trolling though. Like, no.
fitted blouse, turtleneck, or high neck tank. Next, a pencil skirt or low-waisted fitted trousers. For shoes, a pointed kitten.
Her little fine ass.
Heel.
She like, I don't get a peek. So, hey, slow down, brown chocolate. You gonna melt.
Put your hair either up and a little undone or down and sleek. The most important part, a pair of rectangular glasses.
So definitely the skirt is way too short, and the thigh highs are definitely making it work.
She's probably doing this just for TikTok. She probably doesn't have an office job.
Particularly them being visible. I think if that skirt was a couple inches longer, I probably would never say anything. I think it's cute outside of this. Like, I wouldn't wear this to work.
It's not even just that the outfits themselves are outrageous, but the concept of being something that is luring men or luring women or luring people's attention in a sexual manner at work is what's really kind of throwing me off.
Aura. I feel like, no, that's not Aura. I'm playing.
Like, I can already tell that these people who are putting on these outfits have never worked in a corporate building because, first and foremost, it's cold. Like, nobody's wearing those things to the...
Yeah, it is cold. I've been in a couple fucking DMV offices, bro, where you gotta get your driver's license instead of going to the place, bro. Bro, cold as fuck. They always got the AC because they don't want to get hit with the heat exhaustion.
This cold environment, I'm just trying to stay bundled up and warm so I don't go to sleep. But second off, and most importantly, I'm not trying to get Janice from accounting to be turned on sexually by the things that I have on. Now,
What if I want to listen? Counter argument. What if I want to poke Janice? Poke as in stick my penis inside her. You know, what if me and Janice I'm trying to get Janice's attention. I want her to throw me against the desk and have a sexy scene like they did in The Wolf of Wall Street. You know, you never know.
It happens to happen while I have a polo shirt on. That's a whole different conversation.
Oh, never mind.
But like me showing off my thigh meat in order to get James from the IT department to like lick his lips or something like that, that's the weird thing. The reason why I started off at the dress being unprofessional is because that's just the first portion of the iceberg. It goes deeper because these are the same people who then make excuses as to why they can do unprofessional things on the platform. If we extended this to any other profession, it probably makes sense. Probably like the medical field, right? You would expect them to dress a certain way and act a certain way, right? But again, it all blends into each other. That's why there's people like that therapist from a couple years ago who...
Oh yeah, this bitch was crazy. She was telling niggas, the thing about therapy, you're not allowed to talk about like the person's stories online. She talk about niggas. Niggas would tell her problems, and she over here talk about them, bro. Like, what?
Who openly went on the platform and outed her male patients. Ultimately, she got fired, but it was crazy how unprofessional she was and outed her.
How's she doing, bro? Hold on, let me look her up on my phone. I'm probably gonna cut this out the video, but this is crazy.
People like that therapist from a couple years ago who openly went on the platform and outed her male patients.
Nah, she's
Ultimately,
wild,
she got fired, but it was crazy how unprofessional she was. And that's why there's people her male.
I'm sorry, y'all. If I forget that, take this out the video. I just want to see what she up to. Nah, she look like a girl that's kind of mentally ill. They be letting everybody be doing. I ain't gonna lie. If I was a fucking doctor too, I would be like, anybody could do this shit. Cause I'm so like unserious, bruh. Like, let's just say nigga get like a diagnosis for something horrible.
Patients. Ultimately, she got fired, but it was crazy how unprofessional she was using her TikTok platform or in her professional environment.
Well, hello.
It's your friendly neighborhood therapist who thought she could save these hoes, but got her job terminated as a result. Story time? I think yes. Shit you not, I posted a video on Monday telling men that their dusty behavior is only harming them and that they would benefit from emotional intelligence. And I shit you not, by Friday, didn't have employment.
And it would be different if she was recommending just therapy, but she was literally giving examples of her real life patients and berating the men on the internet. Unprofessional as hell. And I know people are thinking that I'm over exaggerating, but trust me, the lines can be extremely blurred once you start to mix the unprofessional and the professional.
Yeah, exactly. Like some people, some instances. I remember I used to work. I was like, what did I used to work as? I'm blanking. What the fuck? I was not even an awesome job. Oh, I'm talking about not drive-through. McDonald's. No, Wendy's. I'm sorry. I just fucked up my entire life, bro. But I used to work at Wendy's, and people outside of work. Some people I would never see outside of work normally, and I'll see them at work regular. And when I see them outside of work, it's just they're entirely different, because when they're at work, it's like even at Wendy's, this shit niggas was like, some niggas would just want to be there and do their job. And you see them outside of work having a great time, but like, damn, I never seen that nigga smile once. You know? And he all dressed different, cause like when we in Wendy's, is a whole different environment of professionalism. But this is Wendy's we talking about. Even then, I'm just saying it's different, bro. You see a nigga outside of work, you should be not a different person outside of work, but you should be more comfortable as who you are as a person. You feel me?
Setting. Meet Adriana Williams. This is a former teacher in Monroe Comprehensive High School who was caught with allegations of essaying a child. But it's not just any child, it's her former student. Now, I'm not saying this is the explicit reason as to why this happened, but all this unprofessional behavior being normalized in these professional environments probably gave people an excuse to just let all this stuff slide and go undetected. Because when I see the past videos of how she was acting with her students, she was basically flirting with the kid.
I'll remember him. I taught him last year.
Made a 90.
Yet he still finds a way to see me every day. He is rough-handed.
That little nigga, yo, listen, yo, that nigga trying to do something.
Oh, look, there he goes again.
How are ya?
Hey, MVP.
I think he wants to be back in 9th grade.
Why do you keep coming down this hall?
She be calling me. Yo, she be emailing me contact.
Why you telling stories? Why you telling
You see
stories?
how he switched his story.
I look like I'm lying.
Why lie?
Yes.
I'm not.
He gets on my nerves, but that's my twin, we be vibing.
That's your twin, you be vibing, man. That's a student. Well, I do agree that the conversation about respectability politics is real. People shouldn't be judged based off of having dreadlocks or names or, speaking with a certain, tone, vernacular, or whatever the case may be. Those things are real. But that doesn't mean that we can't uphold and maintain professional standards in professional environments. I think the reason why people are giving a bunch of leeway is because these are teachers, first and foremost. But if these were people like doctors, lawyers, accountants, or anything like that, judges, police officers, all those things, people
niggas would be on them white and Michael Jackson.
Be looking at it extremely strange that these people want to dress a certain way, act a certain way. And because there's a bigger, broader picture saying that these people are role models to certain young individuals, they should even want to dress a certain way, be a certain way, act a certain way, and not go down this path of just being unprofessional as hell. But let me know what y'all think. Sometimes I can be off in these conversations. I know that I'm going to be professional when I need to be professional and kick back when I need to kick back.
I feel that. Hey, man, he does have some valid points on, like, teachers should be in teachers. Teachers should, be teachers. Because you don't want kids to blur the line of, like, thinking y'all friends when y'all outside of the school when you're nothing but a teacher to them. Kids think they get comfortable and start saying shit they shouldn't be saying to you. So, yeah, I get it.
Stop selling them phones that's wired to the federal government.